I've been doing life and I still don't know the facts.
So true.
I know. I didn't really mean
that's
to
the
make it
title
that
of your
deep.
memoir.
I love how I'm already writing my memoir. I've been through it, baby. As I have like internal tears as I'm just drinking my Diet Coke,
I'm
being like,
doing
"Ugh."
the intro so we can include some of this chit chat.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so excited to see you. I love you. That's so forward.
I'm so excited to see you too. Hello and welcome to yet another ladies' night with Lizze Broadway.
Hi.
I'm so happy to have you back
I'm
here.
so happy to be here. I give you the biggest hug. We're drinking not alcohol.
Yeah. We're gonna get there eventually.
We'll circle back.
What's your drink of choice?
Aspartame. Diet Coke. Because it's pure health. Oh, but you mean alcohol?
I do mean
Just give me
alcohol.
shots.
Oh. See, I noticed that in the show.
Yeah.
You take a shot in a way that I'm like,
I mean, I've done a shot
you know
before.
how to party.
when in
Yes.
episode 5 when I just put it all in my mouth.
You could just tell when someone does that with like the level of authority that like they've played those games before.
Thank you so much. I'm so proud that you saw that and you're like, that bitch drinks.
I always know when someone can drink in a show
alcohol?
or when someone can run.
Run? Like run?
Like I can always tell when someone runs with athleticism versus
Like on a
when it's
show?
like action run.
Have you seen, I want to call out one of my castmates.
Okay.
I love Asa Gurman. I love him so much, but that boy can't run to save his life.
Now I'm gonna look
No,
back.
please watch. No, I love him. Like,
think
I
I-
don't mean to call out my castmate so early on in this, but
Yeah.
he can't run. Poor guy.
I feel like I might.
You've
have
seen
picked
it.
up on it.
No,
I
for
might have
sure.
picked up
He's
on
an
it.
incredible actor.
I'm not
can't
even
run.
like saying any of my planned questions.
Oh.
Of everybody in the Gen V ensemble, who is most likely to win a foot race?
Me. Can I flex myself?
Yes, you can.
Or is that narcissistic
no,
as an actor?
please do. I like the
really,
confidence.
No, I'm very athletic. Like I used to grow up, I was like a gymnast at one point, tennis, soccer. Like I thought that was the realm I was gonna go in, but then like the arts came a thing. So yeah,
I
like
didn't get into any of this last
no,
time.
I remember like it during COVID. I had this like cool idea. I was like, I want to become a tumbler. So in 2 weeks, I was like, I'm gonna take tumbling classes, and I learned how to do a runoff, back handspring, back tuck in like a week, and just do flips.
Oh, this is like not even just as like a tiny child. I always feel like
No.
people who excel in that sport need to have started when you are at the youngest age. So like everything about you develops with the sport.
Yeah, no, I did it for a little bit when I was a kid, and it's not like riding the bike, but I'm stupidly fearless. I will just throw stuff. I had I think one of the casting directors of Gen V saw me doing it on my Instagram stories, and she's like, "You need to stop. This is terrifying." I was like, no, it's gonna be fine.
This is just like flipping and stuff.
Like flipping, cartwheels.
Does
yeah,
this
I wanted to be.
fearlessness apply to like extreme stunts too? Like, will you go skydiving and all that good stuff?
Will you come skydiving with me?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, I'll get drunk and then do it. That seems really terrifying.
I think we need to flip the activities. The skydiving should happen
I'm
first,
just like, I
and then
need
you
the liquor
celebrate after.
to get through it. Oh no! I think if I was gonna go skydiving, it would be with you because I think you'd be a good time.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't necessarily wake up tomorrow morning and be like, I feel like skydiving.
you should.
Have you done it?
I've done it 3 times. It's one of the best feelings in the world.
Why am I just now knowing this? I'm actually upset with you.
I've been skydiving quite a few times. I went bungee jumping once, and admittedly, I say to myself now, I'm really glad that I tried bungee jumping because I would have been bummed if I've never even attempted it. But that's
Right.
one thing I don't necessarily need to do again, whereas skydiving is the best feeling in the world. And
Really?
you're like a baby when you skydive. You get strapped to a professional who takes care of all the safety requirements, and all you do is like stick your arms out and have a good time. For real though, that literally is what it is.
Are you gonna get certified? Because then that's when you can go by yourself,
That's when
eh?
you can go by yourself. And I'd rather
you
just
would be good.
I'd rather just put my life in a stranger's hand.
In that context, I'm like, for sure, babe. In every other context, I'm like,
It does look pretty cool though when people
Where do you
train to
go?
do it themselves. I've done it twice where I grew up, Long Island, New York, and then I
You
did
grew
it.
up in Long Island?
I did.
This makes so much more sense.
Oh no, why?
Because you're so cool.
That is not what I expected you to say.
No, I just wanted you with the nails. New Jersey has nails, right?
No, I can't.
No, me either.
I can't type and look at my hands with any kind of like color or nail art on them.
Look at us.
This is how I
Spooky
type.
season, October 2nd.
This is how I do my work at home.
Look at us.
But I went once. I went twice on Long Island, and then I went again. You should go to this film festival, Fantastic Fest in Austin.
Okay.
It's a genre film festival, so like A lot
I'm
of
down to
horror,
go.
extreme action, just like all this kind of like swing for the fences type of stuff. And there's a lot of like wild activities. So a group of us went somewhere right outside of downtown Austin and we all went skydiving
Are you
together.
trying to be Tom Cruise? Because I
No.
am. Oh, no?
Sometimes. It depends what. It depends what.
Did you see him recently just like hang out aside of a plane?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, that's wild.
Did you see the new Mission Impossible movie? He does like
No.
crazy stuff hanging on a plane and then the
But
other...
it's like a normal Tuesday for him.
Yeah, no.
He's like, no, this is like what I do on the daily. I was like, okay. I think about like being Tom Cruise, and then I'm like, I don't know if I can do that.
You could do lots of stunts.
I want
believe
to,
it.
but no
Between-
one allows me. Mom, no one lets me.
Really?
No, I just get, on the show that I'm on, I just get big and tiny, and
I
they call
was-
it a day.
I
I've
was
yet to
trying
throw a punch.
I was trying to like figure that out if I've ever seen
No.
something more action heavy, but
No.
I saw
Internal tears.
I saw the behind the scenes of you trying to climb out of a toilet though.
Okay, that was cool.
That was a legit stunt.
Yeah, and I totally lied to them because they were like, as an actor, you lie and you say, well, they asked like, can you swim? I'm like, yeah, I swim. You know, and then you're in the water for 14 hours doing full on stunts. And when I get to do stunts, I do stunts.
Yeah.
And the backpack, all the water was trapped into it. So I'm climbing up with like, I don't know how much weight is on there. And so I have like bruises all over my body. But yeah, I totally lied and said, yeah, I can do this. And then I was like dying after 2 days.
But
I was
like
"Ugh."
you could swim. You just didn't know the backpack was going to be like a whole person on your
Yeah,
back.
I can swim a lap
practically.
or two, but then being in the water for 14 hours, you're like, I need an IV.
We
I'm
haven't even
dying.
started playing Dicey Questions.
Oh, I'm
but
so sorry.
No, I want to know now. What is like the wildest thing you've lied about before taking on a role?
What's the craziest thing I've lied about? I actually haven't lied because I'm the worst liar ever. Only when it comes to stunts and things I want to do.
Okay.
I'm kind of fearless in that way. I haven't actually been able to do no one's asked me to lie.
I feel like I've heard of people like lying for swimming, lying for driving.
People don't drive?
There's a lot of people.
Wait, why
who
did that
don't-
shock me? People
There's
don't
a lot-
drive?
There's a lot of people who don't drive and then get cast in roles where there's scenes that demand it.
I think lie to get a job.
Why can't you lie, by the way?
Did you just see me try to like come up with something? I'm like, I don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm a truther. Have you seen Drake and Josh?
Not really, but Miranda Cosgrove was just on the show,
Was
so
she?
I just recently talked about it like to great lengths.
Okay, so there's a big thing that's like truther when you tell the truth.
Truther. Okay.
And I'm just like, I've just always been a bad liar.
I feel guilty all the time when I lie.
You
Like
do?
if I lie to someone, I will lay awake and think about the lie I told
Mm-hmm.
and then immediately like get up and call them and be like, listen,
Listen,
I'm going to expose myself. Now I lied to you.
It's,
So
it's
what's
the
the
worst?
point?
It's the worst feeling. Also, I get like choked up. It's like my body's repulsed.
Yeah.
Because like I just want to connect with people. So if I lie, it just feels like it's inauthentic.
I do it all the time. I do.
I lie all the time.
No, I like anytime I start to lie,
Yeah.
like nothing feels right and I stress out and I sweat. So you'd be able to read it all over my face. And then if I get away with it, then I don't let myself get away with it anyway. So what's the point?
Okay, so you know for what's the thing the Variety does like the lie detector test? I need you-
Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair.
Yes.
I think you need to do it. I think you need to be
I watch them a lot.
I
like
do
that.
too.
I like the clips quite a bit.
I do too, but yeah, like they ask some heavy questions.
They do.
And I'm like, everyone has lied on that show.
I was watching the Dakota and Elle Fanning one recently. And
Wasn't
just
that
watching
just so pure?
like watching two sisters do it, I was delighted by that.
Yeah, I think Dakota Fanning was just like, I never upset you, or I was never mean to you, and it's like lie. And I was like, that's siblings.
I forget which one had it, but one of them was also asked, like, have you seen all of my work or something?
I would have totally lied. Yeah, babe, I totally have. On that note,
Yeah. I wouldn't have lied.
wait, I don't even know how we got here.
I don't know either.
Either.
Can you know how to play Dicey Questions?
I forget, though.
I've got all new questions for you. You get 3 rolls
I
on
have-
the tower, and I have 8 random questions here.
Okay,
Yeah. You remember.
I love games.
Number 3.
I'm number 3.
Here's a fun one for you.
Oh, God.
If you could be on the game show of your choice, which show would you pick, and could you actually win it?
you got me. This was last time.
I was going to say, as it came out of my mouth, I'm like, we were
Let's
talking
redo
about
it.
game shows
Because-
last time.
yeah, because Jeopardy-
You said,
I can't-
you said Jeopardy, and then I'm like, Wheel of Fortune, and then you made a face or
I
something.
can't do Jeopardy. I'm Family Feud.
You're good at
I
Family
can't do
Feud.
Jeopardy. I can't do trivia.
I can't believe
I didn't go to
I literally
college.
rewatched our whole thing and switched all of the questions and left that one.
Can I redo it?
Yeah, redo it.
Okay. 4.
Bucket list.
Bucket list?
Give me something that still remains on your acting bucket list.
Working with, can I lift all of them?
Yeah.
My one hand. Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
Like, it's all people I want to work with. I have this like deep knowing that I'm going to work with him in some capacity. I don't know why. Glenn Close, Florence Pugh. There's one other person that I want to have lunch with Jim Carrey.
Okay. Why specifically lunch?
I mean, he's like, because I don't know if he acts anymore, does he?
He's in the Sonic franchise.
Well, that's not the same as... I would prefer to work with him in a capacity of like humans, right? Sonic is a cartoon.
No, it's
Is he
it's
in
a
it?
live action CG hybrid now, and
Is he?
Yeah, he plays Dr. Robotnik.
I haven't seen it. Oh.
The Sonic movies are actually quite good.
Okay, I can't. Okay, then
He doesn't do as many things as he used to in the past. So you're not totally off.
because I was
with
like,
that.
I thought he maybe retired.
No. Well, I feel
Maybe?
like he might have been one of the actors who once said he was retiring and maybe came back out of it for Sonic.
Who does that all the time? The really famous, who's one of the greatest
We're
actors.
talking about Daniel Day-Lewis, who has a new movie out right now.
Yeah, but he retires every like 5 seconds. No, this is not shade. I want to work with you. Please. No, I'm not shading you. You're amazing.
The whole point
So
of
happy
this
you're
is
back.
that you don't want anyone to retire so you could work with all the greats one day.
Yeah, please. Who else I feel like is gonna retire? Judi Dench.
Oh.
She's
You
not
have a
retired.
good list. You have a good list.
I really love subtle performances, which is so funny because my essence is very big.
You have a good list. Every time someone comes in here that I love, I want to cast them in my favorite shows with all of my favorite people.
Who are your favorite people?
Well, the one that I pitch all the time, especially because they have a very steady stream of guest actors, so I think the possibilities are endless. I want everybody that I love to have a role on the show Ghosts.
that's a great show. I think my friend Odessa is on it.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, that
Cool.
show's brilliant.
She's going to have a big year this year.
Oh, yeah.
She's got a movie right around the corner.
As she
Yeah.
should. She is a gem. She's a gem of my... Just me shouting out my friends. Can I
And
just
a
use this?
Hellraiser alum. She's doing big things.
Yeah, and so have you met her?
No,
You should.
I'm trying to.
No,
the goal
no.
is to have
I'll
her on
text her
Ladies'
and be
Night by
like,
the end of the year.
hey. No, she's like one of those people. I worked with her on a movie, like just an indie movie, and it's just one of those people you click with really. And she's fearlessly authentic, and I just love that. Yeah, she's good. She's a good
I like
egg.
hearing that. I like hearing that.
I love having good people
yeah.
because life can be hard.
The Ghost Ensemble seems to be filled with good people, which is
Yeah.
why I'm always like, go work on that show.
Someone cast me in Ghosts.
Yeah.
Please. And thank you.
We were talking about it before. This is
Thank
the
you.
manifestation table. We make
Wait,
things happen in
we didn't
here.
talk about this.
Maybe not during yours.
That was triggering.
I'm trying to. Clearly, I didn't remember that I asked you about being on a game show, and then I started to hesitate.
What's happening? No, manifestation. Okay, then now I know what the goal of this.
Yes.
Okay.
You say everything you want in this room, and it happens, and then you come back to
completely
Ladies' Night.
sober. Completely sober. Do I do it one more time?
Yeah. I think we only did one question.
Oh, we don't have
you
to
get
do
two
it?
more. No, do two more.
Do I have?
I want you
just
to get
like
one of
the
my
dice.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
so
great die.
freaking cute. It matches my name. All right,
Meant to be.
5. Wow,
You got-
my 3, 4, 5.
So this is a meaty one. I want you to get one of my sillier
Should I do
Gen
it?
V ones.
Why don't you pick? We can mess the
Stop
rules.
cheating.
Wait, what's the fun one? What's the fun one?
I'll give you both. All right, I'm going to give you the one
I
that
can
you
just-
actually rolled
I
first.
can just
This is a meaty acting question.
Oh.
It's called favorite, least favorite. I want to know your single favorite part of the acting process. Putting on a costume for the first time, meeting your co-stars, but then also not necessarily your least favorite, but just a part of the process where you still see room to grow for yourself.
Right. That's a really great question. Okay. My favorite part, I think, would be crafting the wardrobe for the character. Especially on Gen V, I make it every wardrobe piece I wear is so specific to that character, and I can show an arc throughout. I don't know when this is even...
We're releasing this after the finale, and I have a very specific episode 7 and 8 wardrobe question.
Interesting.
Because that's where a choice is made.
Okay, yeah. Like we can go down that road. I could also I have everything to even the strings on my orange sweatshirt is a choice. Like, I really wanted... Should I go into this?
Yeah, just do it.
Okay. So, like, in episode 1, you know, Emma's very different this season.
Mm-hmm.
So she's in prison, and I really wanted her, like, what would Vought put her in? And I wanted this, like, conservative, so you see her in this, like, really, like, no shade to the maker of the dress, but just, like, this really conservative dress. And I just love the juxtaposition between that. And then she's in these grungy clothes, and then the moment she has to be back in school again, I was like, I need her to be in an orange sweatshirt because she's back at prison. And I wanted Virgin on it because I was like, that's so funny with Polarity. And I wanted the long string so I could, like, I don't know what I was going to do when I'm on drugs. And then every time Emma has a win, her wardrobe becomes a little bit brighter, like her old self. So that's how I kind of crafted the whole season to then it's a merger between her old self and new self. And you see the gummy bear necklace come back. And I don't know if you I'm so curious if you catched a wardrobe thing in the last scene.
In the last scene?
Last scene of episode 8.
The last scene of episode 8.
I'm happy to share it. It's like one of my favorite aspects of what I did.
Okay.
Can I say?
Yeah, go for it.
Andre, it's actually Andre's sweatshirt. And I wanted to take that, like he's with us for the rest of the season. And it's funny, oh my God, I may get emotional. It's funny because the first episode, they actually show Chance in the beginning, and it's him wearing that sweatshirt. And I didn't know that was going to happen at the time.
I love that touch so much.
Yeah, I really wanted, like, my whole performance is based in Chance and Andre, that I was like, I need to carry him throughout. And that's how I kind of wrapped it up.
You all did a really beautiful job of honoring him in
Oh,
this show.
Yeah.
I feel him running through every single ounce of this show, and I don't think I've ever seen a team do it to this effect and this beautifully.
I don't think it's ever been done.
I'm tearing up.
No. Are we gonna get? Oh, God, it's the alcohol that's in this. No, that whole creative team is pretty remarkable because for me, like, just so you know, I know, like, he was, like, one of my best friends. So to do that and to, like, honor him was probably the hardest thing I had to do, and I was, like, so blessed to be able to do that with a team that was so understanding and carried, I mean, he's the heartbeat of this season. Like, truly, so.
Such a good way to describe it.
Yeah, really. And, like, Chance himself brought everything you loved about Andre, which is, like, his charm and, like, kindness and, like, his suave. That was who Chance was, you know, bringing into Andre. So to carry that through is just, I love that man.
Really exceptional work. I'm going to get into a lot of scenes that lean into that a good deal.
Yeah.
I promised you some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Do you want two?
Sure, why not?
All right, so I'm going to give you one of my recent favorites that can be a little
did I forget to answer the worst one?
Oh, you did.
Oh, yeah. The worst part of being an actor. Or do I just say I get away with that question? Okay, worst thing I get. Something that I learned recently is just the turnaround time. Like, I had only a whole week because they had to rewrite all the episodes. So I had a week to prep everything. And then the way the schedule was is that, so all my week, it was just, you get a script on Friday and you're like, by Monday, you're filming the whole episode. So,
I get that.
Yeah, so time was, I like more time.
Well,
you know what I mean? In an industry that doesn't like time.
That's going to be an issue that'll probably keep
happen.
Coming up.
Yep. So that's, like, kind of the worst thing about it, I would say.
Also,
pressure's stupid.
Also what?
Pressure.
Pressure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But pressure is a privilege.
It depends what kind of pressure.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't even, like, succinctly separate the good and the bad kind of pressure.
You can't. It's like anxiety. That's like, wait, am I nervous or is it just excitement?
Well, I ask this a lot, and this does kind of apply to you guys because, like, Gen V is the boys' spinoff. I ask this a lot of people who join franchises like DC and Marvel and Star Wars.
Said that. DC and Marvel, yeah.
I feel like that is the tone I take on whenever I talk about those franchises. But I always ask something like what is the key to taking on roles like that where you're respecting why the pressure exists and why fans care so much, but you're also not letting it, you're not being buried by it, and you're still having the opportunity to, like, be free and make the opportunity creatively fulfilling for yourself.
Yeah, something you can't even talk about because it's such its own experience. It's like you take like the Gen V is its own thing, but you are in a superhero genre, but also trying to fit what you want to do within the tone.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very tricky thing.
It's another thing your show does exceptionally well in season 2 is I feel like a lot of times when we hear about spin-off shows or even sequels in film franchises, it often can feel like characters from the other shows or movies are being shoehorned in.
Yeah.
You all do that so incredibly organically.
Wow.
I still can't quite believe how many The Boys actors are in this show in a way that feels so right.
Yeah, they're not trying.
No.
No.
It makes
makes
totally
sense.
makes sense that they would be there.
And they're not doing it for a bit. Because, can I be honest, spin-off shows get a bad rap. Especially when I auditioned for this show. Like, I wasn't even going to audition because I didn't know what The Boys was at the time. And also it was during the time, no shade, I'm not shading anyone. It's just like, here's the thing, at the time, spin-off shows were not doing great.
Trying to think of what was going on at the time. I'm not going to put you on the spot.
Don't put me back on the spot. Please don't.
The wheels in my head are turning,
Do you see?
though.
But it's really interesting. They did a really good job. But also, I wouldn't even quantify Gen V as a spin-off show. It just feels so authentically itself. Especially this season. I feel like we really found our footing. If you compare the 2 seasons, I would say they're completely different.
No, they are quite different.
No, like very different. Like season 1, even the way that I was prepping Emma, I was playing it like a Euphoria superhero show. And this season, it's very much like a different tone.
Which makes sense given what she's gone through.
Yeah. And in this season, though, they, like the creative team really wanted, they told me, they're like, we want Emma to be levity and fun. And so I was like, okay. So I had to have a new lens when I was prepping. It's instead of being like, oh, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to say through my character. It's like, okay, how do I want the audience to feel? Which is a completely different way of prepping.
There's so many lines that I'm thinking of as you're explaining that, where you lean into the levity and you get to have fun, but without taking away from the weight of the line, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I was really scared. Girl, can I be honest with you? I was like, can I be honest with you? I was so scared to make too much of Emma as a character, to balance that line of comedy and making her feel still really authentic and real.
Is there any particular scene that made you most nervous in that respect?
Yeah. Right, I have to answer that.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
And you can talk about anything you want now.
I know.
The whole show is
I know
out.
the show. I think when even with Harper in 203, when I'm like, "You're the spray painter," da da da, and then when I'm in the closet with her, it could be really, when you read it as a drama. And I was like, okay, I know what they want, which is the levity and fun. How can I make this? How can I twist it in a way?
That relationship with Harper
Isn't
and
she
Ellie,
the best?
Ooh. So good.
I
was so happy to see her get this kind of time to shine, too. And she, my God.
Do you know Jess?
No, but ate every single ounce of screen time
she's
she
the
had
best.
up.
Yeah, no. Jess, Harper, Jess is now a really good friend of mine. All that group, I really wanted, because, it's really nervous coming on a new show when you're just like a guest star and you're popping in and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I really made it a point to be like, hey guys, like let's be a family. You never know where this could lead. I want you guys in the boys' world and the Gen V world. So like Harper and Jess, she would like sleep over at my place and we'd like go together. Like, yeah, she's a good human. Also really talented. I don't know how we got there.
I don't know either,
It's
but
the lack of my ADHD meds today.
I have a dicey question that leans into that a little because a couple times this comes up actually, but in relation to Emma's effect on them, it's mentioned that like she inspires them and she helps them kind of like seize their power and really like come into themselves in the show. So I wanted to know who has done that for you as an actor? Who is someone who like saw you, believed you, and made you recognize your power as an actor?
This is gonna sound. I'm not lying. It was Chance. Yeah. I don't want to like.
It's a beautiful thing, and the fact that it's also now immortalized in the show with how often it's said with the characters.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
I love
like
that.
it's really interesting because as an artist, you're supposed to find the truth, but I was forced to face the truth every day, which was like its whole other thing. So there's a line that Emma says in the show that's like, Andre was the first person to ever believe in me, and that was very parallel to Lizze's life. Was like Chance was the first one to ever believe in me in a way, who was like another actor. So I would say Chance. I really would. Yeah.
Do you remember the very first thing he did for you that gave you that feeling, or the very first thing you saw in
God,
him
he
that
loved
made
me
you
when
know?
I was like fucking unlovable, man. Like I felt unlovable. Yeah. Like he would take the season. Should I go into this? Like I was season 1. I went through a breakup, and so I was like doing my first series of the show at the time, Gen V, and he really took me under his wing, and like we would get bagels all the time, and I was so separate from the other cast. Like season 1, Emma had her own thing going on, so it was really lonely in Toronto for a bit there, and he made it a really big priority to make me feel really loved and seen, and we just got along really, really well. Like he was like, I would say, a big brother to me.
Such a beautiful connection to have.
Yeah, truly.
Like, I love how in this season now, like we see that built through Emma's relationship with Polarity.
Which is Sean Patrick Thomas's
I was
gem.
Not ready for that. There are so many things that Emma gets to do this season that I'm like I knew the possibilities were endless, but
Which one? When I was naked? Sorry.
you keep bringing that one up.
Sorry.
Given your power set, listen, I kind of expected that to happen.
Me too. And honestly, like, you know how Lenny Kravitz, I don't know if you know this, Lenny Kravitz is like, he says he doesn't create songs, he gets downloads of songs, right?
Okay.
I felt like I got a download from the universe to be like, Galaga sound and boobs. And then I was like, this is what I need to do in Gen V. So that's... I'm not even shitting you. I'm not even
version of the download, okay?
Yeah, no. My download was like, okay, you love the pew pew pew, like Galaga. You know Galaga.
Oh yes, I do.
Okay. What am I saying? Of course you know Galaga. And then I was like, I need to do that. It's me being a creative. I'm an artist at heart. I peaked in that scene. Yeah, I do a lot of crazy shit on that show.
You peak in a lot of scenes.
I peaked.
I have
No, the dick scene. Sorry, I totally made this rated R. The dick scene, the boob scene, every scene that Emma's like somewhat in, I feel like is just.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Now, because the finale is fresh in my brain, I'm also picturing the black hole scene. We're just like all you're crawling out of that poor dude.
I don't understand how the writers come up with this stuff.
Neither do I.
It's insane what they.
It really
the finale.
is.
I'm coming out of a butthole.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that come out of that butthole.
There's so many people. And you know what? It was weird because I had to be lubed up that day. And I was like, this is an interesting experience. Hi, Mom. How you doing? Yeah, I'm just lubed up.
Do you have to do that for that particular scene?
Uh-huh.
I was wondering.
You couldn't really see it. But I come down a ramp, and it was like green screen. And
So it's like a green screen slide.
Yeah. Okay. And just your imagination of what's happening. Jeez. And then I just see like this team of makeup and hair people just being like with their squirt guns and like, lube, just like, and you just, yeah, sorry.
Now,
anytime.
My mind is going down the path of like, do the characters do that out of respect for Black Hole? Like, is that a decision made?
We're making this a character choice, babe?
Before they We're making... Like a little.
Wait, this is so funny. Hey, I just want to be really respectful and just like, I know it's probably going to hurt. So like, I'm going to lube myself up.
Probably got his rules and boundaries.
That's
he's had the power for a while.
Wait, that's such a funny pitch. We should have pitched that in this scene of Emma being like, hey, just want you to know, I just respect your butthole, and I'm just going to do this for you.
I mean, there's going to be many more seasons.
Uh-huh.
We could always add this in down the line.
I'm not. I know we're laughing right now, but I'm actually going to pitch that. And then we'll be like, happened
It
here.
all started on ladies' night.
Cheese lube and all the things.
I have so many interrogation style questions.
Please. What do you mean?
My list this episode.
Oh my God, I feel like I need to be way more professional. I'm just like totally.
No, you don't.
I'm so unhinged.
In the best possible way, with the best stories that take us into your experience to the fullest.
Here we go.
Here's one big question I had for you with season 2. Last time we spoke, you told me you came up with a 40-page biography for Emma. Has that 40-page biography grown? And if so, what corners of her life did you have to explore for her season 2 arc?
Okay, I'm going to pull my chair forward.
That was such a serious question.
I know it was. I was like, plot twist. Okay, my mind needs to work now. Okay, here's the thing. So when I got serious. I'm like, listen up. Here, this is
You
what's
put the work in. I get it.
I do. I take Emma really seriously and like my craft. But anyway, so season 1, where you go from season 1, she's had a fight with Sam, and she literally is being told everything she thought. She was told everything she was scared to be true about herself. And she trusted Sam. She loved Sam, and he's just reflecting back all her insecurities, right? So then I read the script for season 2, and I was like, this is like a different girl. I was like, she's pushing Justine, telling Sam off, tells Cate off, and is now doing her own, like, detective work. So it's like you're meeting a completely different girl. So I was like, what happened in prison? Right? So, like, how did we go from here to here as an artist? And I was like, okay, here we go. So, yeah, it did. I think I added, like, 20 more pages. And also I didn't know where the story was going this season, which was very different than season 1. So I crafted my own arc. And I was like, okay, she has a lot of grief. And then she's going to slowly find her sparkle back as the season goes. And I wanted this idea when people go through grief is like who you are and who you want to be, and the integration of that is really messy. So I kind of didn't do all the background work I did season 1, but a little bit, and then I just let the story take me as far as we could go, because a lot of the writers I don't think knew where we were going, or they're super secretive on this show, so maybe they just didn't want to tell me.
Because I think this comes up maybe mid to late season where it's mentioned that when she was in Elmira, she never came out of her cell. Yep. Is that something that had to make you rethink what you thought happened when she was in there?
100%. When that script, I was like, I even asked one of the writers, I was like, can we change that? And they're like, no. I was like, cool. Yeah, but that's the thing of television. Is like it's never a beginning, middle, and end. So, but yeah, I think so. I just kind of had to give it up to the creative gods and be like, this is what I'm doing. Hopefully, it works. And sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't.
Honestly, it worked from my perspective.
Cool.
Hearing what they all did in Elmira, like we don't even see it. It's just a mere mention, and it hurts me, the thing they mention for each person.
Yeah, it's really heartbreaking, but it also then shows just the growth and what trauma can do to you. Like if you even see in episode 1, it's very brief, but Emma doesn't really like being touched by her mom and all the anger. Like I just had to make it make sense. Like you see season 1 just someone who just wants love and wear her heart on her sleeve. And then you're just met with a girl who's just been traumatized and heartbroken over and over again. And when people do that, they shut off. They put up walls. So I wanted, throughout the season, Emma's heart to slowly come back.
It's a beautiful thing, and you definitely see that arc quite a bit.
Cool. That was the goal.
Great success. I want to go back to Sean Patrick Thomas.
I love that man.
That was a major highlight for me this season. And
he's great, isn't he?
He's so good. And
he's so good.
I love how just well woven your connection is. I feel like a lot of times when things like that happen, it'll be like a thing in episode 2, but then it'll fizzle out. Your connection is woven throughout the entire, your characters can't grow and you guys can't, be successful at the end of the season unless you establish the foundation between your characters the way that you did. Here's how I'll get at that. What is something about him as a scene partner that you appreciated and helped you unlock new levels of Emma that you might not have been able to reach without him specifically?
That's a great question. Well, Sean Patrick, have you met him?
I've never met him.
Okay, you should meet him.
Meet him. I'm hoping soon. I'm hoping that,
cool.
The show has the type of legs and gets into the spotlight.
Me too.
Remember the SAG stuff we did for season 1?
I
feel like it needs more recognition in that realm.
Yeah, guys, stream our show. That was really aggressive. Sorry, I'm just even stream it. Sean Patrick Thomas, who he is as a person is, when you walk in and there's just this star quality someone has.
Oh, without a doubt.
It's this poise as he has and his stoicism as a performer and as he is with Polarity. Like, for example, when we're on set, he will be sitting in his chair, right? Me as Emma, I'm bouncing around, right?
The feeling you say that.
Yeah. No. I am being Emma in a very kind of methody way of just like talking to the crew, like, especially when I'm doing the Molly scenes with him. So I think with Sean Patrick Thomas also to have, I know Emma says this, but to have an adult around is so amazing, even though I am a 27-year-old playing a 19-year-old. I am an adult, which has never been done in Hollywood before.
Nope.
Nope.
Never seen that.
Nah, never seen that. But I think about just the grounding presence that he brings allows me to even play more as Emma and unlock more, especially in the, I call it the Molly or MDMA scene. Is that the same thing? Molly and MDMA? I don't know drugs.
I don't really know drugs very well
Me
either.
either. That's a funny story we need to circle back to.
I can give you many a beer recommendation.
But that's so funny.
And I can go to a dispensary and say, I want this. Tell me what gets me this.
That's much better than I am.
That's it.
I'm like, okay, we need to circle back and I need to tell you my high and my, but it has to deal with the show. So anyway, Sean Patrick Thomas, no, he just has a very grounding presence. So I get to play, I know he's going to hold down the straight man role really well so that I get to unlock something within Emma and be kind of more chaotic than Emma's ever been. We're both laughing.
A little chaotic.
Yeah, a little chaotic. And then also one of my favorite scenes I've done with him was the scene when we're saying goodbye to each other. And I think just him as a human, I think at the end of the day, every actor brings their own essence to a role. And his essence is just so pure and just so magnetic that I just have to show up and just be with him. Yeah.
I get that. I feel like I could feel that when I'm watching it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, he's just a good, yeah.
As a viewer, I feel like he had the effect that sparked that line where it's just nice to have an adult, or like he's some sort of like grounding presence for the group that I was glad that they had in the moment.
Me too.
Before the line was even said, for that matter.
I think just to have, again, it's like a presence, like a star quality that he's gonna handle stuff. And then you have Cypher doing like crazy. It's just so funny.
Hamish.
Hamish is amazing.
The second I got to the end and it's revealed who he really is, I'm like, I loved his performance before, but when that moment hit, I'm like, oh, you need Hamish Linklater and nobody else for a character like that.
Yeah, no, it's Hamish and Hamish and Hamish.
Oh, he's good.
He's incredible. And I recently just texted him. You want to know the truth? I just texted him. I was like, hey, Hamish, I never really got the chance to like talk to you because I have no scenes with you. And I don't know if that's intentional by the writers. But do you have any like acting advice? Like, should I train? And he gave me some really cool things, but yeah, he's. I don't know who that was, by the way. The voice I did. I don't know if that was the
voice you do for yourself.
What? I don't know what just came out of my mouth.
Now you're making me think of how I imitate myself.
I don't know who that was. My bad. But yeah. But he's like one of those actors that I've watched and I was like, huh, you're doing something really interesting and not on the norm, and I kind of like not doing what's on the norm. So that's really inspiring.
He always keeps me on my toes as an actor, which is why I will always seek out anything that he's in.
But he's also, as a human being, again, your essence, I feel like, always shines through no matter what kind of character you play to some degree. And I think he's a very interesting person. So I think that comes across.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Again,
I feel like I keep asking you this question. Have you met him?
I actually don't know if I've met him in person.
Well,
I know
should.
I covered
take a drink every time I say. Have you met
really?
someone?
I would like to. I covered Midnight Mass in particular
He's
quite
phenomenal
heavily.
in that. I have not seen it, but I heard he's incredible.
Like jaw on the floor. That was another one of those performances where I feel like certain types of shows that don't often get honored at the Emmys. Maybe we should consider genre shows more.
That seems silly.
I don't know if
that seems misplaced.
I don't think he has an Emmy, if I'm correct. I think Midnight...
I'll just gift him an Emmy from just be like, hey, you have an Emmy in my book.
Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes that might matter more than the real deal.
I'm sure he'd be like, what is this, Liz? I'll be like, it's your Emmy that you wanted so much.
Doodle one for him. But
it has
Midnight
like a
Mass
sticky note
one
of his name.
I think that show got overlooked way more than it should.
Really? Okay, I'll watch it.
Oh, the Mike Flanagan shows.
Is it scary, though?
I think it leans a little more dry. Oh yeah, because you don't like horror movies. What's like
because my
a
dad
recent horror
was
movie
mean
you've
to me
seen
when I was younger? What?
Wait, what?
Sorry, you said
dad last time. Was it like your dad showed something to you too?
Took me to see War of the Worlds.
Yeah, War of the Worlds, yeah.
Absolutely
we
not.
talked about the basement scene and
That's the daddy issues I have.
cage scene. What's the most recent horror movie you've seen?
Did you like that I just lied? Did you see
do,
that?
yeah.
Remember we were talking about lying?
You're a good liar.
Thank you so much.
You actually are a good liar.
Okay, great. Thanks. I just wanted some validation.
You get a thumbs up from me. That was an A+ performance.
Oh God!
Did I ask you a question just now? Maybe
I did.
did.
Where are we?
I don't know. We're
I'm
all
so
over
sorry.
my roadmap.
Oh, I talked about Sean Patrick Thomas.
Yes.
And then, but we need to circle back to. We need a segue to. I want to tell you a drug story. But
what episode does the drug story need to be part of? The Molly scene?
It can be during Molly if you want.
Okay.
We don't have to do it right now.
Let's hear your drug story. I'm afraid
now I feel shy about
I'm afraid I'm going to jump too far ahead into the season.
Okay.
The drug story.
So season 1. Okay, so let me tell you. So season 1. Maybe it's not. Now I'm really insecure about it because I'm like maybe it's not that funny. Okay,
could be.
The
and then
pressure.
It could be, and then you'll be bummed you didn't tell the story.
It was just really amusing to me. So season 1, Emma has to get high with Andre.
Yes.
Well, I never do weed. I've never been high, and I was like, oh my God, like what do I do? Oh my God, like my boss is Seth Rogen. Like I can't make him sad. Like if he watches this, he'd be like, wow, that girl does not know how to act. I was like, okay, okay. So I call one of my producer friends who's on the show, and I was like, you need to get me high in a park and videotape me doing weed.
Literally just heard this exact same type of story from someone.
Who?
He didn't name names, although I think I figured out who it is. But
who was the actor?
I literally just posted the clip. I am not going to name the person because I figured out who it was. So Channing Tatum was telling me the story.
I need Channing Tatum call me.
I feel like a lot of people can figure out who it is by going and watching the full interview, but he told me that he once worked with an actor who had to do a drunk scene and got blackout drunk, had someone film them blackout drunk, and then they watched it for reference.
Right. Except, see, that's was my goal. Except I took one puff and I was so gone, where I proceeded to order a pizza and 4 orders of broccoli. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, okay. So then this Molly...
Did you put the broccoli on the pizza? Because that's also good pizza.
Maybe. I don't know. I was just thinking health at the time. My high self was just like, health. But for season 2, I read the scene where I had to be, I don't even know what drug I forget, Molly or MDMA. And I was like, guys, I have a week to do this. I was like, I don't know a drug dealer in Toronto. Like, I can't find the drug. And then I was like, but if I even try to do the drug, the come down would be too hard, and I don't have enough time. So I had to call my bosses, and then my boss referred me to another boss and said, "This boss will know." Which so yeah, that was a really funny story where my boss had to give me drug advice. Anyway, that's my drug story.
So I don't even think
it's not that funny, but it's funny in my head. Just the idea of like a boss having to tell a young actor be like.
It's pretty wild.
This is how you do drugs.
The things you have to do to act sometimes. I feel like I didn't even ask this, but I didn't even ask this dicey question. This is why it came up in the Channing Tatum interview too. I ask a question.
Is he as pretty in person?
He's wonderful. I really love interviewing him.
He seems like a really nice guy, and also extremely pretty.
It was him and Kirsten Dunst paired, and they were just absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
And
that's on my list. I want to work with Channing Tatum. As a
I feel
circle
like
back.
That's a really realistic possibility.
Okay, I'm really gonna...
Dude's busy and constantly working.
Yeah, I want to work with him.
Question was, it was called Everyday Things. Yeah, please make use of it. What is a seemingly simple everyday thing that a human being does that is the most difficult to replicate on set believably as an actor? And he said faking drunk.
Faking drunk.
But like I've heard drunk, high, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's not easy.
It's not easy to sell. You sell it very well in that episode.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna do.
My parents are so proud.
I'm sure.
They watch the show and they're like, my baby girl.
Sincerely though, they should be very proud.
Thanks.
I'm gonna take a big leap. Where should I go next?
I love what's happening.
I just like
I love this roller coaster.
I have this epic roadmap here.
We're just
thriving.
And
I know there's no way I'm going to hit everything.
We can try.
I feel like a lot of these questions too that I jotted down, they're like not even questions. They're just like I love your scene and I love your line delivery. How did you do it?
I'm an artistic actor. I'm happy to hear. Just kidding.
I'll give you some of those. One of the
You know I'm
first
totally
things-
joking, right? You know I'm totally being silly.
I know you're being silly,
being
but
silly.
I'm also. I asked you this last time.
What?
You also know that I'm really big into like making sure that people feel proud of their good work.
I know, because you're just like one of the
Yeah.
most genuine people I've ever met.
I'll make you do that
In a
at the
work
end of this
environment.
episode. You'll have to do that for yourself at the end of this episode. But here's one question.
Be
where
proud
I
of
can
myself?
do-
What are you talking about?
Get ready for that. You've done it before, you know. But first, I will give you flowers. One of the ones that I jotted down comes from episode 6. It's the Viking fight. One of my favorite little conversations in that epic set piece is when Annabeth asks Emma and Cate, like, "Aren't you two soups? Like, shouldn't you do something?" And then Emma asks Cate to say something nice about
her.
Just like everything about the tone of that conversation is like pitch perfect, and the timing too is right where it needs to be.
Yay. Yeah, that's actually one of Maddie Phillips's favorite scene. We were doing press, which press is a very interesting thing.
I have so many questions about your experience with that.
Press?
Yeah.
Terrifying.
'Cause
I
the last
lie.
time
I
we
lie in
spoke-
press.
the
This
last
doesn't
time
feel
we
like press. This feels like we're talking like friends, like kicking back. It's
the goal
press,
of ladies'
yeah, that's the goal of ladies' night. But press, I found myself lying at one point because I was so scared. I was like, if you see any of my press stuff, please don't.
I kind
Because I was so nervous.
I kind of get it. Did you do the standard junket rotation for season 1? You guys did.
Maybe.
Yeah, we were. I feel like we
Probably.
were like mostly operational, but I feel like it's also an even bigger thing with season 2 when it's so popular and everybody wants to talk to
Yeah.
you. Like you got to sit and do more often than not 5-minute interviews, like back to back to back to back.
Yeah, and thinking on your feet, which I'm really good at, but like for some reason during this press cycle, I completely forgot my character and my name and everything. So thank God I have a brilliant cast to take some of that on. But I think also it's like I didn't know how I was going to be. Can I be fully frank? I'll be fully
Let's
I'll be
hear
fully
it.
frank. I didn't know how I was going to feel like talking about Chance.
Yeah.
I think I was really scared, just like wanting to honor him and honor, that show. And I think I was so afraid of saying the wrong thing and not honoring him in the way I wanted to that I just like clammed up. If you want me as the most authentic and vulnerable.
100% understand that. I
And
think
press
that's
is
a
such a
very
skill.
valid concern to have too. I
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah, so it wasn't like, hey guys, I was just like, but yeah, I don't know how we got there.
I don't know either.
I love this.
You were telling me that it was Maddie's favorite scene.
Oh yeah, it was Maddie's favorite scene. We were doing press and she's like, "This is my favorite scene of us."
great
I was like, we nailed that.
It's such a good beat. That's a
And
good
what did I
beat.
say? I was like, "Oh, fuck you."
Oh, here's another very
What?
specific thing I want to hit. This in the same episode. It's when is it in the same episode? I don't know. Yes, because you meet Giancarlo Esposito at the end.
Also,
of that
what a
fight.
presence.
I could go on and on.
I could
about
go on
him.
and on about him.
He's something else too. He's so great on screen. A lovely
He's such a
interview.
professional.
I adore him.
Have you met him?
Yes, I have met him. I don't have to drink for that one.
Yeah, I should have just brought tequila, and every time we did, we just do it.
Should have just gone back and forth. I could play that game
We
too.
would be so gone.
I've got a lot of people in this studio.
Oh my god. Yes. No. He's where were we at? No. He's amazing.
He's amazing.
No. Amazing presence. Like almost so confident that it's terrifying.
Yeah. I can understand.
You know what I
that.
mean? Just like has.
I feel like a lot of his characters have that quality
For
too.
sure.
He plays a lot of like imposing and
The way
authoritative
he
characters.
can do plot like in dialogue and make it seem really effortless that's a skill. I had to do that a lot in the first 2 episodes, just carry plot through dialogue, and that's a skill that people I didn't know.
Exposition is hard.
I didn't know that was a thing. Like my favorite scenes are when I'm just like in a room talking about feelings, letting the relationships grow, and then the first like 3 episodes, I'm just like purely doing the dialogue plot, and I'm like,
Okay, so the scene that I've pinpointed kind of flips that around. So that kind of exposition. By the way, you're good at that exposition. Like,
oh, thank you.
I'm always looking out for things like that when
you
that
see what I'm
information can
saying?
come across naturally, and you do it.
It's a weird. It's. But I didn't know that was a thing until you do something, and you're like, oh, whoa, that's a skill.
Yeah,
yeah.
it is. You also have the other skill too, where I feel like I can always see the wheels in your head turning in a reaction shot without saying very much. And the scene I wanted to zero in on episode 6 is when Sam apologizes.
Yeah.
He's such a good apologizer,
He
too.
is.
Like, another one comes up later in the season where I'm like...
That's
like,
one of my favorite
dude,
scenes I've done.
Like, dude's saying a lot of the right things. And I just, like, love how both characters really recognize every ounce of truth. But anyway, there's a point in that scene where he says to Emma, maybe one day we can try again. And it's just one of those moments where, like, I am looking at your reaction shot. I see the wheels in your head turning, and I see, like, the complexity of all the things she's feeling and thinking coming together. So what is it like doing a beat like that?
The most exciting thing, I think that's what I excel in, is as much as, like, this season I'm doing a lot of the comedy and the broad strokes, just, like, being still is, like, what I really love to do. And it's so funny when a show's edited and what you do, it's sometimes so different. But this beat, it was Emma knowing there's, like, this thread between them that's still love, but not wanting to go back into old patterns. So it's, like, the conflict between what her heart wants and also, like, this new version of herself. So that's at conflict. And I think that's what love is. I'm still so single, but yeah, that's what love is.
Join the club. It's a lovely club to be a part of. Freedom. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. It's great. It's great.
It's great. But thank you for one of the, it was like, honestly, Aces and I's favorite dance that we love working together. And we literally made that a 5 or 10 minute scene. And the director comes by and they're like, it's way too long. And we're just like, but we know, but, like, we just wanna act.
Oh, so, like, you were just improvising with it.
No, they cut out a lot. Like,
it's so good as is, so I can't
they
judge
cut out a lot.
It's good.
Yeah. But, like, that's a lot with the like I watched the show and I was like, it's so good. But I'm like, you cut out, like, pages of dialogue. What happened? It was, I think we played with, like, the towel. There was just a lot more. I honestly, such a blur. Yeah, my brain's not going to go there today.
Understandable.
I don't remember.
It really does impress me when, like, a conversation can feel that full in the finished version from my perspective, knowing that there was so much more. Because that's an art.
But no, editing is such an art. That's what I've realized, and the editors do such an incredible job on our show. But they will do. I remember one scene. It was a whole scene, and they rewrote the scene in editing. I was like, wild.
What scene is this?
I think in episode 4 when I'm, like, getting small with Harper, there was, like, 2 pages of dialogue before that, and there was, like, I was like, huh. I was like, this scene looked a little different, and then I looked at my rehearsal because Jess and I would rehearse together, and then I was like, oh, they totally reshopped it. I was like, and they still told a really good story, and I was like, this makes you trust your collaborators in a way that, like, feel free to fail more because they have your back.
Well, I've heard
or they don't sometimes. You never know.
I mean, I've heard time and time again, and it's true. Editors are one of the most important people in this process because ultimately, like, everybody's work, the success of it comes down to what they do with it.
And you hear horror stories of, like, you can butcher a great performance or you can make a bad performance great.
You got a good team around you
in every capacity, really.
Here's another scene that I really wanted to ask you about. I feel like I'm jumping to the finale now. Also, we've been going on, so I feel bad keeping you all day. But
I've had fun, though. Okay, I hope you know.
I hope you know you're welcome in this studio, and I will talk to you for hours any day.
Okay, cool. I just don't want it to be one-sided, and then it's just like, oh my God, Lizze's coming in. I'm just, like, the only one that's excited. Okay, anyway, yes, I'm done.
I feel like everybody who is and also Adam, my editor, knew. He's like, the second Gen V was coming back around, he's like, you're gonna have Lizze back in, right? I'm like,
I asked my publicist so I could be here.
Yeah.
I was like,
I think I replied to that email in maybe a matter of seconds.
Yeah, I was just like, this is the only podcast I want to do right now. Like, I just love her.
Anytime and always.
I adore you.
Every project you do. Fucked up family.
Fucked up family. I have a fucked up family?
Finale. No.
Oh, I was like, have you met my family? That's kind of
I'm sure your family is lovely because
I love
you're
mom
lovely.
and dad and sister. I love you.
In the world of Gen V.
Yeah.
you have a fucked up family. And I love that scene.
Oh, I know what scene you're talking about. I was like, wait, do I have a fucked up family? What's happening? Yeah, when I'm on the bed with Marie and Cate.
Yeah. I needed that moment between Emma and Cate too.
God, I do love the comedy between us this season, though.
You two are also like kind of on fire together this season.
I really liked. I just texted her too. I was like, should we do a comedy together? And she's like, I think so.
Yeah, I would watch that.
Yeah, because she's great in Teenage Bounty Hunters.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's only one season.
Okay.
Wow, I'm just like totally like pitching my friend's show.
No, I'll take that.
Yeah, Teenage Bounty Hunters.
I need stuff to watch.
Yeah, but it got canceled a while ago. But she's does comedy, and I feel like she's never really been able to do that on the show. So like us together, I just like loved hating the character this season, not Maddie. I loved.
Cate goes through it this season.
She does. She looks like Weird Barbie.
That's a good line. That's another good line too. I was like, she lost her arm and then she got her head.
But you know what? She still looks so incredible. And I was like, oh, you're so pretty.
what I would give.
Yeah, like what? No, I look at her
look
sometimes
like that
and
after
I'm like,
going through it.
I'm like, Maddie, you're just so beautiful. No,
I understand that.
Yeah, but we got to improv a lot. Like I think there was and I'm like, I want a papamoose, bitch. I don't know. I forget if that was improv or not. But they like what's really cool about this show is that I usually write alts. And I give it to the writers, and they really actually do allow me to say a lot of things. But I'm also starting to write, so I think, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a plot twist. Yeah. I finished my first feature, and and I think I may have a really cool director attached. So I'm really, really excited about that. I don't know. That's a plot. That's a whole other story.
I'm so tempted to dig deeper on that. I don't know what you want to tell me. Can you tell me
what genre?
What genre?
Romantic comedy.
Yes,
I think
that
Big
sounds
Sick.
right.
Big Sick. Ooh. But also I didn't know. That's what's so funny. Wow, my ADHD is really going hard. Because
I'm so
going like
here
this.
for it because I want to talk about everything.
Oh my God, I love you so much. But like what I realized is even 3 years ago after Gen V season 1, I didn't know I could do comedy. And now that's kind of what my career is kind of going. I was like, cool. So what else did I not think I could do and I could try out? You know, that's kind of where I'm at.
Mentality.
Yeah, it's like, Like it's kind of like a singer realizing they can sing for the first time. They're like, I have the skill.
Can you
sing?
God. Do you sing?
In the shower, babe.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I did want to start doing like classes to train your voice, but I'm not like a Sabrina Carpenter.
Well,
that was my first thought.
Not many people are.
No, she's like incredible. I can kind of sing.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't feel confident.
I have another show pitch for you.
What?
Everybody has heard me do this on Ladies' Night with my favorites before. Anytime I pitch ghosts, I also pitch a show called Has Been Hotel.
What's that?
Have you watched it?
No. Okay, I need to actually, I'll just text you later. I don't have your number, but I'll text you later, and I need a full, actually, recommendation list.
Oh my God.
You should put it on your...
Happily.
No, please. No, I genuinely mean this.
I have recommendations for like years and years and years.
Okay.
Has Been Hotel is an adult animated musical that's on Prime Video. It's exceptional. The team is so incredibly smart. It's
a musical?
Yes.
An adult musical?
Yes. It's
so
about...
like rated R...
Yeah, like very rated
Like
R.
Avenue Q without puppets?
Not puppets, but like animation.
Oh, okay.
It's about Lucifer's daughter who believes that souls that go to hell can be rehabilitated and ascend to heaven.
Oh wait, actually this is kind of cool.
It's so smart.
Is it
They're about
comedy?
They're about to premiere the second season. Yeah, like it's everything. Like there's comedy, the music is so good. And then and I feel like it's okay to be promoting this because it's all in the family on Prime Video.
Is it on Amazon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, guys, watch it. Yeah, I'll watch it.
Hotel. It's great.
Oh my God. Okay, yes.
Wait.
No, I'm gonna write this down. I wish I had a pen. I don't.
I'll make sure you remember. Don't worry. Wait, back to your show now.
Oh right.
We're in
We're
in episode 8. Oh, I had a specific question about the fucked up family speech.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think Emma was the best person to deliver that speech?
What did I just say? Because here's the thing. Wow, I haven't really talked a lot. We've been just all around that I haven't really talked about like my process and the character. But at the end of the day, like my process was really early on, like season 1, Emma always asked like, who am I? And that's like her insecurity and her worth and everything. And season 2, she had to stop asking that question and start asking, who can I be for others? Not in a way of people pleasing, but as a way of like, how can I be of service? And that's what leadership is, right? It's like at the end of the day, it's overcoming yourself and your insecurities, your fears for the greater good. And the greater good was to honor Andre, right? So as much as Emma can be a bitch to Cate at the end of the day, it's like, what would Andre do? And I think when you're at a certain level of frequency, it's like at the end of the day, everyone deserves forgiveness. And I think Emma wears her heart on the sleeve the most, just as a human being out of all the characters. And I think she's the one to do that. And I think she's the one who wanted to fight for Andre more than the rest of the characters, even from the get-go. Because in episode 1, like, Jordan was like, no. Polarity was no. Marie was like, why am I at this school? So Emma's just like, where's my weed? And I just, you know what I mean? Like, Emma's like on this lone little island.
Nobody brings the characters together more, I think, than Emma this season.
Emma's a true leader this season. Like, yeah, she really led.
Truly, like, one of the best kinds of leaders too. She brings everyone together and very much leans into like the ultimate themes and ideas of the show of like lifting people up who don't think they're at that level, but they really are.
And I think Emma didn't realize how much of a good leader she is. Like, it's just inherently her essence. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, she does everything with a little, like, her getting high with the girls and being like, should we just stop this fight? Like, and it's, yeah. But also, that's a side note. Like, I always, when I'm prepping Emma, I always want to make her feel like she's 19 and not like a 27-year-old playing a 19-year-old. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Because I watch shows and I'm like, you seem 30. You know what I mean? I want to bring an essence.
It's always been like that.
It's always been that thing. And I just really want, when people watch the show, to be like, oh, she's nostalgic. She feels like a friend of mine. She feels like there's something about her that you could reach across the screen and there's like an electricity about her. That's what I wanted people to feel with Emma.
I love hearing someone describe intentions like that and
knowing
that I felt it. I mean that very sincerely.
Babe.
I noticed that about you in season 1 too.
Oh, thank you so much.
This is why I said hurry up and come be on ladies' night, because I know.
Stop. Keep going.
I know.
Stop.
I don't know why. I guess I will jump ahead and just ask this
What?
because of what you said about, her figuring out what she needs to be for others in season 2. This is a season 3 question. I think I asked you this last time too, and I'm curious to hear how your answer is going to change at this point. At the end of season 2, what do you think Emma's greatest strength is, the thing that she is going to bring to the team and the overall mission? But then I also want to know at this point in time, what is her greatest weakness, the next thing she has to overcome to be an even greater hero?
That's such a good question. I think, again, at the end of season 2, Emma, what her strength is her softness and her heart. And I think she got that back after season 1. You know what I mean? It was closed up, and I think that's what she realized. Her weakness, I don't know. They're going to throw more stuff at her. I think there's going to be more relationship stuff. I think we need to discover more about through relationships. I think we need Emma just in a room talking for a minute rather than like on a mission to figure out what her weakness is right now. Does that make any sense?
No, that's fair.
Like, I also love Sam and Emma scenes. I really wish for more of those, like in the sense of like what we had in episode 6 this season. Like, again, I can't go on, but it was Ace and I's favorite scene.
It's a good scene.
It's a good scene. And we got to just chill, and like it felt like the stakes weren't always so high because on our show everything's at a 12. Someone's dying.
Everything matters.
Everything matters. So when we got to just sit back, take a shower, and talk, I was like, these are my favorite scenes.
I'll ask you about the relationship stuff. Kind of mushing together 2 scenes from the finale. You have the last scene with Greg, where
oh, by the way, Emma's so gay. By the way, she's so gay. Sorry. It just reminded me.
Loop this into what I'm about to ask. Because I found it interesting. So she says goodbye to Greg.
Yeah.
And she kisses him.
Yeah, fuck shit up.
And I was watching and I'm like that either says like, I'll be right back, wait for me, or it says like, that was fun, but like I'm moving on now.
Yeah.
And then in one of the next scenes, she flat out says, there's no me and Sam, there's no me and anybody.
Yeah.
Like,
She's masking something there.
What meaning are you playing with that kiss with Greg? And then also, why do you think she says that in the moment?
Because honestly,
answer.
when I'm performing, I'm just like, I think they don't know what they want until the edit, so I just like do certain things. And I think at the time I was like, when I said fuck shit up, I was like, okay, you need to
do your thing.
You do you thing. You do you, boo, and I'll do me.
Okay.
And I think I think Emma's masking a little bit with that line at the end of the season. Like, I'm not me and anybody. Like, every time Emma uses her voice in a very particular way, I use it as a mask.
At what point did that light bulb go off in your head?
That she's gay?
Over the course of making all of Gen V. Did you always?
Oh, yeah. In season 1, she's like, I want a threesome. With Cate.
That's fair.
She's so gay. I love her so much. So I think it's like, I mean, bi if we're like speaking like technically, but yeah, I would love a Sam. No. You know what I want? I'm going to tell you what I want. I want a threesome sex scene in season 3. And not as like, I think there's so many good comedy and drama pieces. Just give Emma what she wants, is a threesome sex scene. And you can't do it in the world of the boys because it's unhinged. But I don't even mean it as like a funny bit. I mean it like that could be really funny and to discover one's sexuality.
Well, I was going to say, it could be funny and telling.
That's what I mean. Like, does Emma know how a threesome sex even works? Like, what does that look like? Like, if Emma's just sitting like, wait, what is the first thing I do?
I'm
like,
going to push this a little further. If you could fill out this threesome with 2 other characters, who do you think she would want? But also, who do you think she would have the most to gain from?
Wait, I can't say it. No. My first thought was, am I getting red?
Are you getting what?
Red.
Oh, no.
Okay, because I was
okay.
I was like, no, I can't say it. I'll say it to you after. I was gonna think Cate, but then I was like, I don't think she.
That would be so interesting after all they've been through, though.
I do. I don't know if Cate. I don't think Cate is. But you know, we're exploring. I don't know. No, like, it would be incestual for Marie and Jordan. Like, they feel that, you know what I mean? Maybe a new character.
New character? Or
maybe new character.
There's so many.
The
boys actors who could come into the equation.
Oh my God! Wait, I guess I'm just like picking a threesome with my other coworkers. Please, HR, do not call me. Jeez, what are you trying to do to me? HR is gonna completely.
For the record, my question came from the perspective of
Lizzie,
story.
what are you doing? Oh my God, I'm getting so well. Listen, I love Huey, but I don't think in that context. I think like as like brother and sister. You know what? I'll let the writers come up with that.
Okay.
Only because I'm so afraid of the hate and the cancellation that could come with me really picking my threesome. I wish I had more pop.
You got Dasani. It's in the Coca-Cola family, isn't it?
But do you see what I'm saying? I'm not even saying it as a comedy bit.
No, I get it.
Like, I mean, it could really be,
without a doubt.
It's the truth, and I just think if you play it straight, and Emma's like she's like, this was a dream of hers, but is it?
A truly valid point
I don't want it to be
make.
with Black Hole. Black Hole has too much experience.
Yeah. I think we can cross that particular character
I think
off
so
the
too,
list.
babe.
I'm like looking at my notes, like what didn't I haven't asked so much, but I've also asked.
I'm so sorry.
I've also asked so much more that I didn't know was going to come up, which is a wonderful thing.
I'm like really. Just...
I have one particular note here that's a big question. Oh. This is kind of like an interesting question that popped up in my mind when I was rewatching the show. There's a lot of talk in Gen V, and also the boys for that matter, about who someone would be without their powers. So I was kind of wondering what that might be like from Emma's perspective. Like, for example, if what happened to Cate happened to Emma, how might she handle that situation differently? Or how might she feel about herself going through that?
There's so many ways I could take this question because it's like, at the end of the day, her power is from an ED, right? So if you take away that, it's like your identity is in performance. You know what I mean? Like, how much is that relatable? Like, how much you put your work, like, giving the analogy, I'm an actor. If I was no longer an actor anymore, who am I?
I think that's what I mean. It got me thinking about.
And honestly, I've thought about that maybe 4 months ago, and I was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? You have those, you're like, am I actually a real human being and not this like my title. I don't know. And the kids are brought up in a world that your identity is what you can do and your worth is dependent on your power. Was there a question there?
Yeah, and you answered it.
Oh, I did?
You answered it I was like really beautifully.
Yeah, it's just really interesting. That's a really good question. It's just like I think what everyone relates to in life is that you have to know that you're inherently worthy just by existing, not because of what you do. I know that's such a crazy concept. But like just because you're breathing.
Be.
No, but like
it shouldn't be, but like who on this planet does not struggle with that exact idea?
Everyone. Last week I was having Mentee B over it. Am I way too honest on this podcast?
No, because like I mean honestly, I was probably doing the same thing. It happens literally every week, if not every day.
Yeah, I think we should really start more conversations and like talk about you're not 100 all the time. I know it's like really big on social media to be like, I'm not okay today, but like really understand that your worth is not in what you do or like what friends you have. It's just purely by you existing. I think I did the math at one point that there's some point like billions of chance that you exist. And if you realize that you're one in how many billion? I wish I remembered the number. It would be more important. That truly everyone on this planet is severely special. And just by existing, you inherently have value.
Such a beautiful way to put it.
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
Now, I feel like now I'm going to be sound for the rest of the day just thinking about that. I can't guarantee I won't lose it tomorrow.
I wish I could remember that sometimes. So anyway, with these characters, like they're not brought up to believe that they're worthy.
Yeah.
By existing, it's like, what can I do for you? Look at Cate. She's only exists because like there's so much that character is going through.
There's so much of that is running through Emma's arc this season too, where it's
also
like
Emma's arc.
Like literally everybody around her is telling her like, look at this great effect you've had on me. You've made me a better person, but she's someone who is always kind of like reaching to, I don't know, feel self-worth. But like it does feel like this season she understands that more than ever.
I don't know. In the self-help industry lately, this is what I'm like really struggling with is that people are like, you need to feel worthy before you can be confident. Have you heard this thing? Like you have to be, okay, great. But like Emma's confidence didn't come from herself. It came from Andre's confidence in her. So, like, at the end of the day, no matter how messy you are, someone else's confidence in you can be your fuel.
Yeah.
And to be okay with that. That you don't have to be perfectly confident or perfectly, like, have your shit together. It's like someone can actually gift that to you, and it's okay to receive it.
When the right people in your orbit are doing that, it definitely can contribute. Now I'm like making a laundry list of people in my life. Like, who does that for me? And like, it's kind of nice that they come to mind quite quickly.
Yeah, you know? And some people don't have that. Wow, I'm just like going, but like, yeah, I think I don't know what was in that Diet Coke. But yeah, that's a really great question.
I'm gonna be thinking about it. I'm gonna be thinking about it for a while.
So everyone love yourself, be happy.
Well, it's also like not like it's not really the kind of question within the Gen V world that I think you can come up with like a black and white answer to right now. And even if you could, that answer is likely going to, it would have been different in season 1. It will be different in season 3 and then beyond.
Or just because I'm a different performer, you know, or I've just grown as an adult. Like when you first met me, I think I was 25. It's been like 2 years.
November 2023.
I have a gray hair in my eyebrow.
What? Don't talk to me about gray hairs.
No, I found one in my eyebrow the other day. I was like, what is happening?
Most impressive.
The only thing that's changed, again, I said it again, is I'm still single, which is so depressing. But
that'll be the next episode of Collider Ladies Night.
I found someone.
On and on about that. I have kept you so long. I will ask.
I had so much fun, though. Thank you so much for bringing me.
Hurry up and come back more. I can't end the episode.
I will, maybe, because we have another project, maybe.
Yes.
Coming out, maybe.
The door is wide open. You have to answer the last question of Ladies Night.
What's the question?
You answered this last time.
I forget.
I'll give you the full pitch just so like you can see why the question came up. So in film and television, we give each other awards, which is great. I think we should keep doing that. I find that nobody stops to tell themselves good job as much as they should. I want to know something specific you accomplished making Gen V Season 2 that you know you're always going to be able to look back on and say, you know what? I am so proud of what I did there.
That I was always kind to everyone I came and interacted with, and I was truly I made everyone feel like they were meant to be there and special to the crew, to the cast, especially how much I was hurting during that time. So I'm proud of how I showed up as a human.
That answer is everything.
I did okay.
You are exceptional in this show, and I hope you know how sincerely I mean that. But
thank
also, you all pour a lot of your time, your energy, your lives into making films and shows, and having people on set that prioritize kindness is of the utmost importance. And the fact that not every single person in this industry does that, my brain can't compute it. So I'm glad this industry has you for that.
You're gonna make me cry, and I don't want to cry right now because I love you. But no, I mean that. Like, are we ended? But kind, I didn't realize how much in this industry we need to spread kindness.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is so true. Keep on doing it.
In community. Thanks, babe.
Keep on doing it, and I'll be here to support you every single step of the way.
But next time I bring the liquor.
Yes, please.